Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's midweek Wednesday, November the 9th, 2011. I am your host, D. Martez, and also your brother, cousin, uncle, best friend, co-worker, castmate, neighbor. Everything wrapped up into one. Thank you for coming to dmartez.com to hear today's show. Remember, today is going to be the best day of your life. Something good will definitely happen to you today. And I am your source for information, inspiration, and laughter. Ha 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 ha. All right, so on today's show, let me tell you what I have for you today. Miami Heat player Dwayne Wade gets his toenails painted. Fergie is rumored to leave the Black Eyed Peas, and guess who she's going to be replaced by? Of course, I'll tell you. Kelly Rowland reveals the sex of Beyonce's baby. Tiger Woods' ex-caddy makes a racist statement about Tiger. Real Housewives of Atlanta breaks ratings records. Okay? And Whitney Houston on the set of the movie Sparkle, the remake. And I'll play a little bit of that interview for you. Whitney was on Entertainment Tonight. Whitney sung a little bit, and she also talked about her relationship between her and Jordan Sparks. So, kick back, relax, and enjoy. A lot of you emailed me about Monday. You know, normally Monday is Music Monday, so you were wondering what happened to the show on Monday. Well, Monday I got up and went to the gym and I worked out. I came home, walked through the door all sweaty and smelly, flicked the switch and no lights. Found another switch, flick that, lights. Found another switch, no lights. Another switch, lights. Another switch, no lights. Half of the house had lights, the other half did not. Unfortunately, where I record the show did not have lights, that part of the house, so I couldn't record it. But anyway, got the situation straight. It was a problem with the electric company, but they took care of it, and now I'm back. So that's what happened. Thanks for your concern about that. But the show is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as long as I don't have any light problems. All right, so let's get it kicked off first on a sad note. Pretty sad. Most of you probably have heard by now. Legendary rapper Heavy D was found dead, 44 years old. He was found in like a hallway or a walkway, just dead. Details are unknown at this time. Of course, as soon as I find out more, I'll post it right here on the site for you. Heavy D, one of my favorites, really. And, you know, just talented and so funny because just last month, October, he was on the BET Awards dancing and moving and grooving. And now yesterday, he was found dead. So really sad about that. And also about Joe Frazier. You know, it's just like all the greats are passing away. So definitely live each moment, live each day of your life to the best of the ability that God has given you. So let's get it kicked off with Heavy D. This is one of my favorite songs by Heavy D. It's Heavy D and the Boys. It's Now That We Found Love, featuring Aaron Hall, right here on the D. Martez Show. And that's Heavy D. Definitely a talented rapper right there. Hands down, no doubt about that. Prayers go out to Heavy D's family and friends. Fergie rumored to leave the Black Eyed Peas. And guess who she's going to be replaced with? Yeah, Fergie is planning to take an indefinite leave absence after the Black Eyed Peas' last scheduled show on November the 23rd. The group has been looking for a replacement for some time. Fergie has been wanting to go on hiatus so she can focus on starting a family. That makes sense, with her husband. Now, one of the group's members, Taboo, said that they have respect for Fergie. Fergie is our sister. She definitely wants to have a family, and we're happy for her. So, who's rumored to replace Fergie? Ashanti! Yeah, Ashanti was reportedly brought onto the group's world tour as an audition to see if she could work with the band. Ashanti has been touring with the Black Eyed Peas for the past month, and according to insiders, she has fit in perfectly with the group. But there will be reportedly an official announcement sometime later this month. I don't know. Oh baby, Ashanti. I don't see it. I really just don't see that. But we'll see how that plays out. Miami Heat player Dwayne Wade admitted to GQ magazine that he often gets his toes done. Now, nothing wrong with that. I mean, fellas, I really think, especially during the summertime, it's important to keep, get those heels scrubbed. Get your toenails clipped, get the cuticles. Nothing's wrong with that. But Dwayne admitted that he actually got them painted before. And the color he chose, black. He says, 3 years ago, I was like, man, I kind of want to paint my toenails black. At first I thought, nah, I can't do that. They're going to kill me. But eventually, he decided to try. He got his feet done while at a hotel in Miami. The pedicurist was quite shocked at his request. I'm sure she was. But he went ahead and he did it. So, black toenails for Dwayne Wade. Kelly Rowland reveals the sex of Beyonce's baby. Now, Kelly is the judge on the X Factor in London. Well, she's been really, really sick lately. She actually had to pull out as being a judge, but she was being honored for an award for the top TV personality at Cosmo's Ultimate Women of the Year ceremony. So she got out the bed for that. And while on the red carpet, she slipped up and revealed the sex of Beyonce's baby. She says, I'm so happy for my sister and her husband. They're so happy in this moment right now, as they should be. They made a little bundle of love. I'm so excited for them. I have no idea what I'm going to buy Beyonce at the baby shower because Jay-Z is going to buy the little girl, every single thing possible. So, there you have it. Kelly, she kind of slipped up and she spoiled that one. But they're having a little girl. It's going to be really interesting to see how that little girl is going to look. Tiger Woods' ex-caddy makes racist statement about Tiger. It's not a surprise at all. Months ago, when Tiger Woods decided to fire caddy Steve Williams after all the turmoil the two had gone through the previous 18 months, and blame was thrown Tiger's way for this. People didn't understand how could he let go of such a loyal employee right when things seemed to be somewhat back to normal. So here's what happened. Last week, Steve Williams was in China. He was in China for the annual Caddy Awards dinner. So they asked Steve to come on stage and tell the crowd his thoughts about Tiger. Now, to me, that was messy right there because they knew Tiger had fired this guy. So why would you ask him to come on stage? So Steve gets on stage and he makes this statement. My aim was to shove it right up that black a-hole. Wait, go back? Yeah, my aim was to shove it right up that black a-hole. Like, who goes to an awards dinner and says that about someone they used to work for? But of course, Williams apologized on his website. He said, I apologize for the comments I made last night at the annual Caddy Awards dinner. Players and caddies look forward to this evening all year, and the spirit is always joking and fun. Yeah, that wasn't a joke, and that wasn't fun either, Steve. He says he realizes that his comments could have been racist. Well, you don't say. However, I assure you that was not my intent. I sincerely apologize to Tiger and anyone else I have offended. Yeah, they always make those type of comments and then they come back and they apologize for it like it's gonna be okay. It's not okay. It's not right and it's not okay. But seriously, I mean, just wrong, just wrong. All right, so the number one song in the country. Who has the number one song? Yeah, I would have told you that on Monday, but I was without lights in part of the house. But the number one song in the country is none other than Rihanna. Yeah, she has the number one song. Yeah, no longer Adele. Not Adele right now. It's Rihanna. And Rihanna's latest song is We Found Love. Rihanna featuring Calvin Davis right here on the Martez Show. And that's Rihanna, We Found Love. And I guess that's the number one song because, of that strong, club vibe that song has. So Whitney Houston, as you listen to me, Whitney Houston is in Atlanta on the set of Sparkle. They're doing the Sparkle remake, and Whitney Houston is in the movie, and American Idol winner Jordan Sparks. Well, Whitney stopped by E! Entertainment to talk about the project, and she's really excited and she's happy about it. E! Entertainment went on the set, and they even got a snippet of Whitney Houston singing, so you'll get to hear Whitney sing, because, we haven't heard her in a while. So, I'll play a little bit of this interview. This is Whitney Houston on Entertainment Tonight. Whitney Houston, Sparkle, the movie remake.
It's good to see that you'll be back on the big screen.
We are putting our hearts and our souls into this project, and as it progresses, it's bigger than we thought, just from what we're experiencing as a vibe, as a feeling than we even expected. Why should I?
Was it an excitement, a sort of adrenaline to go, I'm ready to come back and do this?
I got a call from my partner, Deborah Martin, and she said, "You're not going to believe this, but Sparkle's been picked up and they want to do a film. They want to do this film." And I was like, "You're kidding." After all this is 13 years later, are you serious? She was like, "They want to do this film and they wanted you and Martin to do it, and they are so serious." I'm like, "Wow, are you serious, for real?" She said, yeah. And the process began. And for me, it was just like, okay, well, what do I have to do?
What Sparkle's about Jordan, I guess?
What Sparkle's about Jordan Sparks?
That's
my last name. Yes. I think she speaks for herself. I think the face, the smile, the innocence, but the love for music, the love for singing.
Whitney Houston, Entertainment Tonight interview. And it's nice, to see Whitney. You can check out that interview on YouTube. And to give a compliment to Jordan Sparks, that was really sweet. Whitney, I like Jordan. Jordan's good stuff right there. So, The Real Housewives of Atlanta breaks ratings record on Sunday. 2.9 million viewers watched the premiere season 4 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. 1.9 million were adults ranging from the ages 18 to 49. So a lot of people tuned in to see Kim, Candy, Phaedra, Cynthia, Nene, and Cherie on that show. That's Sundays on Bravo. Now, some funny quotes on the show, and I'll just give these right quick. It was hilarious to me when Phaedra said, "This is really going to make this funeral pop." Excuse me? A funeral popping? Like, who refers to a funeral as something to pop like it's a club? And also when Sheree told Nene, or when she made the statement, "I knew her when she had rotten teeth." Okay, Sheree, come on. I mean, her teeth aren't rotten anymore. What does it matter? but you can catch all this drama Sundays on Bravo, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, that's it for today for the Martez Show. Hope you enjoyed. Spread the word. Tell everybody about the show. Come to dmartez.com, your source for information, inspiration, and laughter. Follow me on Twitter at D_Martez. On Facebook, like the Facebook fan page. That's D.Martez. Always stay in the loop with D Martez. Alright, so I'm going to leave you with some music. This is D Montrell. If you know anything about me, I really, really dig D Montrell, his vision, his music, and this is He Can Do It, because I really, really like this song. Visit his site, dmontrell.com. I'm signing out. I'll return on Friday. Remember, D Martez, I love you listening.
I was in the fast lane, looking left and looking right, searching everywhere but on the inside of me, yeah. I can feel me breaking down, breaking down. So I pick my head up, vision so much better. Drop those burdens, now we're gonna stand up. Pick your head up, you can see much better. Drop those burdens, now come on and stand up. Be something, we can do it. Be something, we can do it. Dream something, we can do it. Speak something, we can do it. We can do it. Be something, we can do it. Be something, we can do it. Dream something, we can do it. Speak something, we can do it.